on my fat fucking face. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. You guys, I'm so excited for this look that I created. I really don't want to talk too much. You guys already talked about this title. I'm gonna be using the Bloodlust palette for the very first time. I'm gonna create this beautiful Ursula Sea Witch look. I'm really kind of not having my hair in the video because it is doing its own shit. I don't know what it's going through. I don't know if it's menopause, I was having a midlife crisis, I don't know what my hair is doing, but it's driving me nuts. So you're only really gonna see here. Of course, I can't do nothing. You're gonna see all three chins today, like all the time. I nothing to do about that until I lose weight. Don't hold your breath. But if you guys want to see how I got this makeup look, please stay tuned. Alright guys, let's get started. We're gonna make this look. Really feeling myself. It took me quite a while to do this look. Only because I was watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I was also doing skincare and stuff like that. So it was the whole time. Plus I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I had to write down each step, brush, shadow that I used. So I would make sure to tell you guys exactly what I did. Oh my gosh. But it came out super cool. I really need to hurry and do this because this tape is about to come off my fat face. So I'm gonna bring you in and let's get started. I know, yes, I still need to get my eyebrows done, but with the stuff that's going on, I can't be risking it right now, okay? So they're just gonna look a little crazy today. So let's get started. Oh, and by the way, I already set my eyes. I decided not to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills one that I normally use. I feel like it makes my eyelid look worse. I just feel like the tone that it gives it is real nasty, and I think the shadows don't lay right on it. And so today I used the Jeffree Star concealer, and I'm really liking how the colors are popping out and how it laid. And then I set it using the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Alyssa Edwards palette, and I used the shade Highliner, but I barely picked any up and put it over my eye. I didn't really want to like white it out or color it. So what I'm doing here is I'm just taking I'm using the JH30 brush. It's the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill collection. So it's the JH30, and I'm just lightly picking up Deviant and packing it on, and then I'm lightly, you see I'm holding my brush real far back, I'm barely putting any on. So now using the JH38 brush, I'll be picking up High King, and I'll be laying it right on top of where I just laid Deviant, but I'm just gonna come just a little bit, so as you see, it's really gonna have a nice little gradient effect. I just lightly patted it on. Now the colors are great, but I'm barely picking up. I'm using a brush that's not as dense because I don't want to just overkill the look, because I like to do that. Step it in one more time just to deepen the color just a little bit more, but I don't need it too much, and that's just, I want to do that because I wanted to do that. This is so, I'm so obsessed with this palette, you guys don't even know. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to deepen our crease, and I'll be using the Sigma Diffused Crease Brush, which is the E38. And I'll be picking up shade Blood Queen. So I'm just lightly picking some up, and then I have one side that's clean. What I'll first do is just kind of pat it in this shape that I want first. Then I'm gonna take it to the clean side, still holding it towards the end, and we're just gonna lightly buff that out. Now I'm not staying on here and doing this. It's almost like a flick up, because if you just stay on your hand and do this, it's gonna like muddy it. We don't want to do that. Okay, now we're gonna pack in some more Oh, see, look at that. Perfect. And then we're going to deepen it a little bit later so it really has that deep look right there. A little bit later, I just wanted to lay down that color because the reason to deepen it so much and waste that product because we're about to cut the crease. So today I'll be using the Boing Concealer from Benefit. This is in the shade number 7. And as always, I'll be using the JH43 brush to cut this crease. Now we're gonna start doing our lid. I'm super excited. I was super shocked at how well this came out. Typically when I have to pick up any type of like glittery or metallic type of shades, it takes so much because like it doesn't really fill it in. Oh my gosh, I don't know what Jeffree did. If he sold his soul, I don't know what's going on, but boo. It's amazing. Now I'm gonna pick up Pink Magic and we're gonna put it in this first inner half of our lid. And I'll be using the Sigma Firm Shader E57. And I lightly will brush this, like barely any type of pressure. And it just picks up so well. Oh, I mean, so beautiful. This light's might be too bright. A little bit better. I mean, look how beautiful that is. Like, I dipped in twice. This one girl, I think she was British. She was working my nerves. I had to give her a thumbs down because she was just working my nerves. But anyway, the camera just really honestly doesn't do it justice picking up this shader color. It's just so beautiful. And what I have left, I kind of just lightly bring it right here in this center part. Now we're gonna take our JS11 brush and we're gonna pack in this outer portion and then bring it into the middle to me using Vile Serpent. I always start right in this outer part because I want it to be a deep shade. And then I'm really just gonna pack it in first. And pack it in right there. So I really didn't try to blend it out because what I'm now gonna do is, it's the only brush I really had right in front of me. So I just used the brush that came with my Lunar Beauty Life's to Drag palette and I just picked up a little bit of Your Majesty. In the middle, I just lightly pressed it on and then kind of just like wiggled it back and forth and kind of just pressed it around. Went back into Vile Serpent and just, I deepened it up right here. Then I just lightly kind of got closer, but I don't want to go too much because I really wanted that blend right there still. I wanted that ombre look. Oh, yes. Okay, so I'm using my Kat Von D Shade and Light brush. And I'm going to pick up Blood Queen just a little bit. I like it because it has like that point tip. So it's super easy because then I can go right in. And then I'm just going to clean this up right here. Well, I'm not self-quarantined. I work from home, but I'm on today and I'm broke, so I ain't going nowhere anyway, but watching Love and Hip Hop and all my shows. Yes, bitch, what? I wish I did not have heated eyes. I need to have surgery because I have so much extra skin. Like, it's so weird. Like, hello, what is this? Always had it. Not just since I got fat. So the reason I wanted to kind of choose these colors was because I'm obsessed with Ursula, and instantly when I opened it, it was like, I'm gonna do an Ursula look. I don't know why this made me think Ursula, like the palette, but it does, so that's what I did. So this next part, I'm not like telling you to do it or recommending it, but I lined my eye using Executioner. Now, Executioner has like finely milled down, like, I guess, like glitter in it. Again, this isn't like an eyeshadow. It's called a pressed pigment, so it's not recommended for the eye, but I'm a badass bitch and I do what I want when I want. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. And because I really don't use a pencil for liner, but I really liked how this came out. Now, I'm not the 100% best at, well, eyeliner in general, but especially with powder, because I really don't do it. Oh, it sounded like someone trying to unlock my doors. What the fuck? But nothing was going on. Okay, now let's see, because the tape was moving around. Oh, I'm actually surprised that I don't have to like really clean this up too much. Perfect. I'm going to put on some eye serum and cream. I'm gonna do my brows, my makeup, then get back on. We're gonna do the outer, hello. We're gonna do the bottom part of our eyes. So I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, I'm back. First of all, I turned my camera on. I was like, holy shnikes, looking so good. I really can't tell if I'm like yelling or screaming, if I'm even talking loud enough because I'm listening to music. Because it's so like daunting to be like, are they gonna copyright me? Like, whatever. Obviously, I'm not the person singing the song, like, hello. I mean, they play stuff on the radio, like, hello, which, like, I don't get why we can't just listen to music. Oh my god, it's not that big of a deal. But anyway, back, I'm just gonna show what I did. I didn't do too much. It's nothing like out of this world crazy, but what I did next is I'm gonna water my bottom waterline, and I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs, where I think they're like, they're called the highlighter gel eyeliners. I mean, that doesn't do nothing. You can tell what the fuck it is. This is in, which is my favorite shade ever, Jazzberry. I guess I should do it this way now. What I like about this product too is that it glides on so easily. I really like it, and I feel like it goes perfectly with the eyeshadow shades that I used. Oh, so beautiful. It is retractable, which I'm not 100% fan of retractables. I like to sharpen it and keep a sharp point, but it is what it is. So then, oh yeah, so then I'm going to take the JS11 brush I used earlier for the Val Serpent shade, and I'm going to pick some up at the very tip of it, and I'm just going to press it in on this inner part of my eye. It's about mid. So it's not really going to look too greenish, which I'm okay with. I didn't want to go in with like a black because I'm going to use executioner towards the end. And I didn't want to do the whole thing because I didn't want it to like close my eye and make it look smaller. So I'm okay. Probably not the best brush to do this with, but that's what I'm going to use. Now, I'm going to take the same brush that I use in the Executioner earlier, which was the Smudge E21 from Sigma, dip into the Executioner, and then connect it here. Oh, perfect. Then I'm going to go back with the JS11 with that green. Just kind of lightly push it together. Ooh, yes. So into that. So I guess I'll just talk to you guys while I finish the last part. I don't have too much left to do. So I'm now going to contour, and I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer, and the shade is Cappuccino, and I'm using the Sigma Soft Angle to Contour F23. Yes, 23. And I just drip it in twice. One swipe, then buff out. I dislike when people go, when they add in their contour bronzer, like you don't really need to do that. Plus I just hate that face look anyway. You guys, I'm like, so for a while I was not using, actually let me back up a little bit. I was using the BeautyBlender foundation when it first came out, and I absolutely loved it. It was so bomb. I was obsessed with it. And then randomly, it really wouldn't pump anything out. Like, because the way that the pump is, I mean, I would show you, but it looks dirty because I just use it for foundation. But the way the pump is you kind of like lay it, like, this is the bottle. You kind of lay it down and you press the button and it comes out. But there's a hole like in the center where it pumps out. So sometimes the product goes in there and you really can't get it out. So then it hardens and it really wouldn't allow the button to go down and disperse more. So one day I went to Sephora and I was talking about it, and they're like, oh yeah. The guy's like, I know, not a guy, a girl, it's so rude, a young woman informed me that she just took like a Q-tip and kind of cleaned it out and it pumped for her. Another one said she like almost take it apart and she just kind of has it open like that. Not that the product's open, but like the dispenser, like it's out of the white casing with it that pumps it out. So she said that's what she kind of does. And I was like, ah. So one day I was doing my makeup and I was like, I really want to use this foundation again. I really liked it. I wonder what's going on, and I tried cleaning it out. There really was nothing coming up. So I figured, and I really shouldn't touch my eye. I rarely ever touch my face, but it's itchy right there. Okay, cool. And so I went to use it, and then I was pumping it, and all of a sudden, like, it shot out. Like, it moved, like something finally got moved. And now I can use the foundation, and I just love the BeautyBlender foundation. I think I'm gonna go a little bit deeper in the shade, but the coverage, the pigmentation, the longevity of it, the finish, I just love that the foundation. I don't know why people are not talking about it more. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because they don't send out gratis a lot, or they don't have too many products to really like get influencers to talk about them, but it's such a great product. I don't know why more people are not talking about it. Blush, so I'm gonna use this one from NARS. It is Matahari. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's really going to match my eye look today. Meanwhile, I'm a blush whore, so let's see if I go hella crazy with this blush today. So I'm listening to Madonna Erotica because I don't listen to anything else but Madonna half the damn time. Or from somebody else that's really nothing. I mean, I love current music. I listen to it. I buy the stuff. I listen to Ariana Grande, Lana Del Rey, Lizzo. And then Mandy Moore released new music. So happy. It is so good too. I love Mandy Moore. So I do listen to new stuff is my point. But I mostly listen to stuff that I grew with still. Now I know exactly what my mama was doing. And I'm like, girl. But I just love Madonna. Erotica is one of my favorite albums. I listen to Erotica and True Blue like all the time. I just really, really love it. Oh, I don't think I've talked about it a lot, but in my last BoxyCharm box, I got the Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder from Ciate. I don't know if you're really able to see that or not. You guys know I'm a huge Hourglass. I was using Hourglass for about 2 years. This is so good. It's my favorite. It is like the finest milled powder I've ever used. It smells so good, and I love it. Like, I don't feel like I need to do a setting spray afterwards, but I also don't feel like it dries out my skin or emphasizes. I have normal to dry skin, I feel like, and it feels so, oh my gosh, I cannot talk about this enough. It is so bomb. Go and order it. So good. You guys have to get it. I promise you, you're going to love it. So, so, so good. One, I cannot find my Givenchy mascara, and it's driving me absolutely bananas. I used it 3 times maybe, and now I cannot find it. I'm about to burn this apartment down. Like, not my apartment, like the whole complex. I'm about to burn down if I cannot find it. Just kidding, I'm being dramatic. Don't call the cops on me. Y'all calm down. So I'm going to use the Benefit Roller Lash. Is that what it's called? Roller Lash Mascara. And also because it's right here and I'm too lazy to get up. So then I just watched the latest episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and oh my gosh, I've never really been a fan of Kenya. She's funny sometimes, whatever, but she's so nasty and negative this season, and you can honestly tell, like, even for she announced she's getting divorced, I didn't know she was getting divorced until they were hinting it during, like, the preview of the season, but you can see why she acted the way she acted, because she was angry or hurt or whatever. And I just think she's a horrible friend. I do not like her. I think she's shady as hell. I don't like Kenya at all, and she needs to go. I'm so sick of her. Take her ass out of here, right out of here, just like y'all did with Phaedra's line, Trifling Ash. Just send her off. That's my first Coke break this whole makeup episode. Oh, burned so good. I'm going to use my Sigma High Cheekbone Highlighter in E. That's an F. F03. Oh, Lord, please let this work. Please do not let me look like a fool on my channel. I feel like you can never really see the highlighter on these videos when they come out so good in person, but is it so far away my lights? Ooh. Ish. Oh, I'm actually picking it up with the Take the Crown shade in the Jeffree Star palette. I feel like I need more. Oh. Oh. I want this all over my body. Bitch! Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh. Jeffree, are you friggin' kidding me? Shut all your orifices right now. Shut them all. Who told you to do this? Who told you to create the best eyeshadow palette I've ever put on my fat fucking face ever? Bish. I'm putting more, not because I need more, because I want more. Where else can I kind of put this on? Okay. You might think that's a lot, but not to me. I absolutely love that. I literally have to get up now because I need to get a lipstick, and I don't want to get up because I'm fat and lazy. Okay, so I'm back. And I was like, focus, how? I have two... No idea why my lips are so dry lately. Ooh. So what I'm doing is I'm just using my finger very lightly and picking some up, Take the Crown, and pressing it right on top. I just realized I did not contour my nose. I'm a little too ham on the highlight, but that's whatever. It's so beautiful. You guys. Alright, you guys, and this is the finished look. I'm so excited, you guys. Now, I know I'm hella late on this review. That's just me. You guys know I'm late as fuck, as always, so don't judge me. I'm never going to, it's whatever. But this palette from Jeffree Star is so amazing. It is literally my favorite palette so far. It is so amazing. I mean, just look at that. It is so beautiful. It is such an amazing palette. I cannot talk high enough about it. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm gonna use the fuck out of this. I'm actually really super excited to try Bleeding Heart. I think that is gonna be absolutely amazing. And I cannot wait to also try Sworn Enemy as well. That might be coming up in a look. Because I think I'm gonna bring back the series I started. I only did one look in the series that I started. But I think I'm gonna bring it back. So I'm super excited for that. So excited. So thank you so much, you guys. Please like, comment, share. If you guys enjoyed this video, it means so much to me. I'm not gonna ask you to do all this stuff in the beginning because you haven't watched the video. I don't know if you like it or not. So here I am. So if you like it, please leave a comment. I'm super, super excited. Please follow me. All my information will be in the description box below. I do have Twitter, but I'm not really on that bitch too much. But maybe since everyone's being quarantined, maybe I will. And I just found out that Twitter will actually like let you post like naughty stuff on there. So maybe I'll check out Twitter from now on because there's no Tumblr and you can't post nasty shit on Instagram. So my quarantine's gonna be fun. Anyway, thank you guys so much for looking at this video. I hope you had a great time and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!